One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Yellow Jackets ready to kick it away first. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And Kamario Taylor will be running the show. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback. since he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Second and long here. They give it back to him. They've got him corralled.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He was sacked 4 times and threw a couple of interceptions last time out. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fighting off the defender. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Catches it at the 30. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
At the 45, on its way. Run ends there.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Taylor wants to throw it. Rush is on. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Snapped on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He's past the sticks. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back in the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Long way to go on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Roach. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Soft spot in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Gilbert. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Look out! And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Left side, it's Gilbert. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Wants to throw one first. Buying time to his right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the gun, it's Marshall. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. He wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Roach. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Ray.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field.
Personal foul. Looking to kick kicker. Defense.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. Oh, he's got some space.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Mobley. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead.
Looking for a big play. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Taylor wants to throw it. Caught. Can't get him to the ground. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. They punted away on 4th down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Running inside. It's Marshall. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They give it to him again.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Corrals it at the 45. Can they catch him? He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking outside, it's Mobley. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Trying to squeak through the pile. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Irish send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Down here on the Yellow Jackets sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Off play action. Out wide right, it's Marshall. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. On the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Taylor wants to throw it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass or letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use it.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build. And down he goes back at the 3.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We kick things off with Cal taking on the number 12 team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Golden Bears coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in South Bend. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's loose down the left side. The 40, past the 30. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Makes one man miss. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well.
Well, in the last two plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable third down situation.
Caught on the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Spins away from the defense. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
In the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And this one is perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Making the adjustment on the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, It was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Oh, what a cut! They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Quick pass to the left, and that ball's over the ground behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Taylor wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Right side, it's Gilbert. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Making his first move. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. This field position better than you could ever hope for. First and goal from the 8. Taylor wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. To the edge, it's Ray. Plows through the defense. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Gets away. Gets away. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's why you hustle to the football. So many guys getting there, and yes, does he break some tackles and make a play, but the next guy flying in there, and he's trying to break all these tackles, but all these guys, and what happens? All these guys got their hands near the football. Somebody gets a hand on it, forces the fumble, forces the turnover, and the big momentum swing back to the other side.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Come on, quarterback. You need to be better in that situation. 1st and goal scenario, you're not taking a sack. You got to throw that ball away if no one's open.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quarterback signaling to his guys. Taylor wants to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And wings it incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is good. And the offense has 3 points to show for the drive. But wait a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He wants it all. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
He's got the back in the middle, and he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unleashes one. Out wide right, it's Roach. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
There he goes. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Using his feet. Hard running there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back's got it on the screen. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved?
Runs through a man. He might have space. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Taylor wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Graham. They get him stopped but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Changing the routes with his receivers. Drops back on first down. Under pressure. And it's a sack.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Makes the grab. It's Mobley. Breaks into the open. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires into the end zone, incomplete. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Right side, it's Marshall. At the 40, there he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Hold on. Defense.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Made the catch, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he stopped right at the line, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Finds the tight end inside the 45. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. After this, it'll be a wrap. Leonard wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you string together positive plays. Now you